Ah, the nighttime, a velvet curtain of quiet that drapes itself over the restless world, the perfect time to drift, to dream, to settle into the safety of sleep, or so it seems. But tonight, something feels different, doesn't it? A subtle shift in the air, the shadows stretch a little longer than usual, the clock ticks a little slower. And maybe, just maybe, it's not just the wind outside your window. Tonight, I've brought you 4 stories. Tales from those who never found peace when their eyes finally closed. They whisper to you now, restless, searching. Will you let them keep you company as you drift off? But be warned, they'll stay with you, deep in the corners of your mind, long after you close your eyes.
Come on, damn it. It's not coming out, is it? It's just a stain, just a stain. I'm imagining things. Hello? What are you hiding? What the hell? Swore she would never rest. Hello?
You can't escape me.
I can still smell it.
Let us travel now to a tiny cabin deep in the woods, where Natalie decided to spend a solitary weekend to clear her mind. The kind of place that promised solitude, quiet, and most importantly, time to focus on writing her next novel.
Solitude. Quiet. Time to focus.
The first night, wrapped in a thick blanket, she sat by the fireplace, gazing out the wide glass windows into the surrounding forest. The stars shone brilliantly, but the woods themselves were impenetrable, a sea of black that seemed to sway ever so gently in the wind. And then she saw it, a figure. Its pale face floated like a phantom in the darkness. Its body seemed almost too thin to be human. Most unnerving of all were the eyes. They didn't shimmer like animal eyes reflecting the firelight. They absorbed it, bottomless, sightless, watching her, unblinking. The woods themselves were impenetrable, a sea of black that seemed to sway ever so gently in the wind.
It's just the fire, playing tricks. Nothing's there. Just the woods. Oh, God. Hurry. What is that?
Crunch. Click. Tap. Pause. Pause.
Please just go away.
Lucy was always forgetful, misplacing odds and ends around the house in a way that frustrated anyone who lived with her. And that's partly why she'd chosen to live alone. No one to nag her about disappearing sets of keys or her habit of leaving cupboards open. But there was one misplaced item that nagged at her more than all the others. Her old wristwatch, gold-plated and long out of style but sentimental all the same. She thought she'd seen it just a week ago, lying in the drawer of her nightstand. But now, no matter how thoroughly she searched, it seemed to have vanished.
What? No way. It wasn't there. But this is wrong. How did that happen? Did I drop it? Tick, tick, tick. What the? My alarm? No. But the time. What's happening? I don't remember.
They promised natural light, not that bland fluorescent crap. Sunlight, bright and cheering. But light casts shadows, and shadows. They've always unnerved me. The first night was uneventful, though I could swear those shadows were watching me. Damn it. The next day, meetings, stuck late at work. By the time I got home, fixing the window was the last thing on my mind. Jesus, it's cold in here. Hello? Whispering. Is someone there? Murmuring to himself. What is that? Shocked. No way. It moved towards the window. Seal, just seal. Oh, God.
There's something cruel about the stillness of midnight. Something that settles too heavily for comfort.
Living alone wasn't as glamorous as I'd imagined. Not when the quiet stretches too far, and ordinary objects start to feel strange. For weeks, I'd been convincing myself the whispers I heard at night were all in my imagination. After all, no one else should have been beneath my bed except for dust and forgotten boxes.
I know you're awake now.
Who's there?
You don't need to look for me. I'm already here. You don't need to see me to know it's true.
No. Eh?
Let me tell you a story. It's a quiet night, and you're lying in bed, the soft hum of the world outside your window fading into a serene stillness. As you pull the blanket up to your chin and close your eyes, you're ready for those whispers of sleep to pull you into its depths. But even as the silence settles, a faint sound tickles your ears. A creak, gentle but sharp, as if the house is alive and shifting on its foundation. You tell yourself it's nothing, just the wood contracting, the echo of time expanding and retracting. But then there's another sound, this time softer, closer, like someone is moving just beyond the edge of your awareness. There once was a young woman who moved into an old, empty home at the edge of the woods. It wasn't the kind of place people clamored to live in. The house stood like a relic, its wooden beams weathered and gray, its windows streaked with decades of grime.
This will be my place. This will be my sanctuary.
But it called to her, not in words, but in feeling. "This will be my place," she said, unpacking her things in the dusty rooms. "This will be my sanctuary." Nights in that house were quiet. Too quiet? She noticed it within the first week. At first, it was comforting, a cocoon of stillness after the noise of the city life she'd left behind. But silence in a house, especially one this old, is never truly empty. With time, the silence began to shift, to stretch its fingers into her dreams, to breathe softly into her waking thoughts. On her third night, she woke suddenly. The room was pitch dark, the glow of the moon swallowed by storm clouds outside. She didn't know why she'd woken. No sound, no movement had jolted her from sleep, but her body felt tense, rigid, as though her instincts had sniffed something her mind couldn't yet fathom. "Wake."
No, no one's here. Locked. I locked them myself. Just my imagination. It has to be.
She sees nothing.
The basement. What? It's nothing. Just tired. It was nothing. Just a bad dream. Living alone does strange things to the mind. The basement. I barely even looked at it when I moved in. Figured I wouldn't need it. Okay, Anna, let's get this over with. All right, here we go. Hello? What the?
Come.
Shouldn't have come down here.
A beat, a silent shift in her expression. Something has changed inside her.